Hey guys, the official John Lindberg here, and today we are going to be reviewing the Indiana Hoosiers versus Michigan State game. And today I have Nicholas Lindberg and Joe and Duffy 3390 with me. If you guys want, say hi.
Hey, what's up?
Nice. So, okay, how did you guys what do you guys have any insight on this, or do you guys want to say anything about the game, or how can Michigan State improve their team?
I do.
Okay, Nick, you can go.
So first things first, this is obviously a rebuild year for the Spartans. COVID, new coach, no off-season time with them. I mean, this was just a struggle year from the beginning, but we did beat our rivals in Michigan. And we crushed them. It would have been a 10-point game if we didn't let Michigan score in the last few seconds of the game. But Indiana's offense really pushed past our defense. They pushed past their defense and scored 24 points, or actually 24 straight points. We shut the Indiana defense out in the second half, which I thought was pretty good. But our offense couldn't get anything going. And of course, we scored zero. Indiana had 450 yards, 300 passing yards, 100 rushing yards. Yards per play, they got 7. They got 6 while we got 4. They got 21 first downs. We didn't even get double digits. We were 3 for 12 in first downs. They were 8 for 18. We were both 1 for 3 on first downs. They outclocked us by 20 minutes for possession time. It was just a beatdown.
Yeah.
They had 2, which shows our defense is good. But now I know this is what everybody's thinking. Should we even start Lombardi? And the answer is yes and no. You may be wondering, what do you mean yes and no? Well, of course, Lombardi's been doing terrible the last few games. And you're wondering, well, he had a great performance at Michigan. How come he's doing so bad in these last 2 games? That's because there's a rumor that his leg is injured. And it's actually a big rumor. Even announcers of games are talking about it. So, if this rumor is true, then yes, do not start Lombardi. Start Peyton Thorne until Lombardi gets better. But if it isn't true, then that means that you need to work with Lombardi. Keep starting him. He just needs the time. He'll be a senior next year. He needs this experience. And, of course, it's a rebuild year. So this is really just practice for him. And it's good because we're against the Big Ten defenses. But next year he'll have a bit of time to rest before our big Miami game with a couple of easy opponents like Youngstown State.
Yeah, I have to agree with you with that one. So, as you know, my chair is really squeaky. So if you ever hear my chair squeaking, it's that. And yeah, I have to agree with Nick. Rocky Lombardi doesn't look good, and it's true. It's because he's busted up his knee. It's not looking good for him. But as you know, I think Peyton Thorne shows a little bit. Peyton Thorne is not great, but it shows that we can have a trustful future in Peyton Thorne. Because once Rocky, because if you remember when Connor Cook, if you guys don't know who Connor Cook is, he's a former Michigan State quarterback. When Connor Cook left, it was a complete crap show for Michigan State. Quarterbacks were awful. And then you had Brian Lewerke, the only quarterback that was actually good on our team. So now we have Peyton Thorne, which could be good for us, because then we could at least we could have some chances of winning. And plus, I really like that one run by him. That was really impressive. Joe, do you want to say anything about Michigan State and how?
I'm going to add to what Nick said about the rumor. I really do think Rocky Lombardi is bad, to be honest.
Yeah, it's because you're a Michigan fan, man.
No, he just sucks in general. I mean, like, come on.
Well, okay.
Like,
It's Milton.
yeah, that's I miss Shea Patterson.
Doesn't everyone miss?
I feel like Peyton Thorne was a lot better because on this first play he ran a good amount of yards.
Not fair.
Rocky Lombardi, he might have a lot of injuries, so I guess I can lay off of him being bad, but I kind of saw him in his first game against the Rutgers. I didn't really like his performance that well. And against Iowa.
Well, then you have to think about this too. It's a COVID thing.
He was rumored to be injured. He was rumored to start getting injured in practice before the Iowa game.
And plus, he got hit pretty good against Michigan because that defense is pretty good if you have to think about it. But also, real quick, I understand.
What are you talking about, Chad? Are you crazy?
Huh?
Oh my God!
They lost 50 against Wisconsin. Wisconsin had 468 yards, 127 passing yards, 341 rushing yards, 341. It's 7 yards per play on average, 26 first downs. They had literally 40 minutes of the possession. What happened the entire game? The entire game.
Okay. Now listen, Joe. I know. But Joe, you remember? So we've been watching the Spring League recently. Shea Patterson's on the Blues now. And, Joe, I just want to have your intake. How do you think Shea Patterson's doing with the Blues?
I mean, Jim has destroyed the Blues, but Shea Patterson's still.
Shea Patterson's good, and I don't understand. But hey, that one backup quarterback for Michigan is pretty decent. He's not terrible. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry about if you hear any laughing. That's just. Yeah, so if you ever hear typing in chat, we're sorry. Okay, guys, if you don't mind, let's try to stay on topic. Real quick, let's switch over. I understand we're supposed to be talking about Michigan State, but how do you guys feel about NFL?
Follow my Twitter at Nicholas LINDBE6. I post tweet.
I'll have both of Nicholas Lindberg.
Follow my Twitter at the real Joe and Duffy 3390. Well, if you want to know, like at Joe like 71 something.
Don't worry, I'll put it in the link in the description. So now I have to do more work in putting links in the description. But real quick, guys. But this is a real question. Who do you? I'm not putting your Twitch account in. So real quick, who do you think was the best Michigan State quarterback out there? Quarterback.
Connor Cook.
I have to admit, Connor Cook. Kirk Cousins? Okay, I'll admit Kirk Cousins is good, but he ain't the GOAT. Connor Cook.
Brought us to the college football playoffs.
Which we're supposed to be a small team. Oh yeah, and then we got blowed out by Alabama. Yeah, because we got blown out. Hey, what happened to Michigan? Listen, that's the problem. That's the problem. Michigan? Michigan needs to fire Jim Harbaugh. That's a fact. Dude, they need to fire Jim Harbaugh, even if you like him or not. He sucks.
Jim Harbaugh has made Michigan better. He just needs more time. I mean, what do you want? What do you want? Him to be like, all right, you have 5 years to win the national championship, or else you're done. You have 6 years. You're losing to super good teams.
Listen,
which is
here's the issue.
All I have to say is Mel Tucker sucks. D'Antonio was a better coach.
Yeah, okay, I have to admit that. D'Antonio was a...
Joe, nobody sucks. It's you're hiring them as a head coach. I mean, you don't suck. You might not have the best, you might not be as good as someone else, but you don't suck. Especially if you're a Power 5 head coach.
I have to admit that.
Jim Harbaugh doesn't suck. Mel Tucker doesn't suck.
Mel Tucker needs time. That's what Mel Tucker needs. Mel Tucker needs time. He needs some time.
It's a little different in college, but it's still a result.
Listen, here's the thing. Now, since Michigan State, they have never made it to a playoffs. They never won the national championship because they were that bad. In a long time. It's disappointing.
Yeah, a long time. Michigan hasn't won in like 25 years either.
We haven't made it.
Last time I made it to a big bowl game was probably when Tom Brady took us to the Orange Bowl.
Tom Brady was a backup, if you remember. Drew Henson. Drew Henson
sucked, and you know it. You should have seen him in the Yankees.
Drew Henson was.
1 for 9 in the Yankees. Oh my God.
Okay, real quick before the time ends for us, because we only have 15 minutes, because that's the highest we can go. It's pretty disappointing. I just want to read off. I want to read off Peyton Thorne's rushing stats: 8 carries, 25 yards, and 0 touchdowns. No, I'll admit that's impressive. The highest person that rushed today, Saturday, was Connor Hayward, 5 carries, 27 yards, and 0 touchdowns. So maybe we can use Peyton Thorne as sort of like a.
I was gonna say this man ran a lot, but he never got a touchdown. Then I realized MSU never scored.
Huh? What were you about to say, Nick? Oh, as you know, he's watching the.
Lions beat the Washington football team. Keep it Trisha.
I guess finally, I could say, but I think this might be the end of this video. We have nothing more to talk about, and plus we have a couple minutes before it ends, and I have.
Subscribe to Joe and Duffy 390 and subscribe.
Joe, I'm gonna put.
I have better content. You're just watching this video because my face is in it, and my face hopefully will be in the thumbnail.